welcome back to Fieldysbacktracks. Today we're heading out to Hickman Crater, which is as the crow flies, it's about 30 k's north. But in order for me to get there, I've got to go up the Marble Bar Road. We go to Calgan's Turnoff. We get in on the other side of the train lines, and we head up the road a fair bit further until we see there's a sign that goes to Hickman Crater, and then we go into the bush. So it's a fairly big adventure to get there. So yeah, stick around. There's going to be heaps of action to come today. We get a lot of these in the Pilbara too. Bloody long train. Trains that I just went past, I'm still going past it now. You can actually see there's the standard loco going past there now. So these trains, this one looks like it's empty. It's heading back to Outback, Mount Outback. They got 4 engines, 2 at the front, 2 in the middle, 3,000 horsepower each, and they pull 256. I'm sure it's 256 was the last time I checked anyway, of these ore cars. Now these ore cars hold 130 tons each. So do the math. They go from Whaleback, he'll go down, fill up, and then head all the way back up to Port Hedland, and then drop it off on the ships, which I've done in a previous video anyway. So yeah, there she goes, the last carriage now. Anyway, a bit of trivia for you. Oh, I think we're coming up to our, yeah, here we go. I'm coming up, I'll flip this around. Coming up to my Hickman Crater turn off. 4-wheel drive only. Yeah, this is the one. Right, so I've gone off the rail access road, and now I'm heading pretty much north into, well, it's sort of northwest into the ranges down here, and then the Hickman Crater it's a fair bit of a drive, so it's a bit of a day's outing. So, but I've been out here for a while, so I thought I'd come out for a look. And yeah, look, there's heaps of these ant hills everywhere, the size of this sucker. They're huge. That's huge. That's taller than the car, and they're everywhere. So it's quite corrugated, this track. As I've come down it, I haven't gone down too far, only about maybe 300 or 400 meters off the access track, and it is quite corrugated. So I thought I'd drop my tires. So the tire deflators are on right now, and so just to play it safe. And I know I've got to go, you won't be able to see on the camera, but I've got to go in through the ranges there anyway, and then we drive up and down a few hills and gullies and stuff like that. So I was going to drop my tyres anyway, but what a spot. Look at these ant hills, and you know you're in the Pilbara. Look at this. So look at this sand, and it's iron oxide, all the iron out here. That's why it's red, because of the iron content in the soil. So yeah, anyway, oh, there's one finished. Right, I'll get these off and we'll get moving. That's my TPMS, little gauges, and then I've got the rubber protectors that go around them as well. And this is, I've shown you these before anyway, these are those iCheck tire deflators. So they're not bad actually, pretty good. I don't mind the ARB one though, the one where you undo the valves, but these ones are pretty convenient. And they come in these, they come in little container, just walk around and chuck them on, and they're good as gold. Anyway. To the end of the, you get to the end of this track and you get to a crossroads, cross tracks. So I've just come down this track, and then that goes up to the access road from the rail line, and then so to my right this way we'll go to a little place called Punda Pools. It does get water when we get storms and stuff like that. It's probably dry today. I'm not going to go up there today. That'll be another day. This way here through this valley, so straight ahead through this valley, that's Punda Rock Art. Now I'm not going to go in there today and film because I want to check firstly with one of my mates who's a local elder here, and I'll check with him first before I do any filming, just as a sign of respect as well. So I'm going to the left here, and this will take us out to Hickman Crater. But what an absolutely beautiful spot. This is just beautiful. I love it out here. Now the road's pretty corrugated, pretty hard going. Oh, it's not hard going, but it's definitely, you got to have your wits about you, and you got to have a good car and your tire pressures and all that sort of stuff. So people have asked me how the car's going as well with the new motor and that in it. So it does perform very well, especially this sort of thing. it just cruises around all day. You can just idle, and going up and down hills through gullies and things like that, it doesn't work hard at all. It just talks its way through, because as you might remember from the dyno tune video, we got 342 at the hubs horsepower, which you don't use out here anyway. It's just idles along, but the torque, I think we ended up with 720 newton meters of torque, which is what we will use, you know, when I'm just idling around things, and it just doesn't take much to get over things. I'm not running diff locks in this car, as I've mentioned earlier as well. That's hopefully to come. Hey, maybe ARB can support me and shout me a set of diff locks. Same with the cruiser company. Like I want to do a cruiser company back tire holder and stuff like that on it. So there's a few things, and you might notice that I've got the roof rack back on. So I've cleaned it up, put the roof rack back on with its awning. So that awning's been on for like 15 years, I reckon, probably. So the car's 21 next month. I think I put that on a few years ago when I went to Broome and did the Gibb River Road. So the roof rack's been on since I got it, and it's only been off since we did the build on the car. So anyway, right, I'm going to push on. I'm going to stop crapping on, and we'll keep going. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying the video. If you don't mind, just hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so that you don't miss out on any videos that I might post. So yeah, carry on. Beautiful though. Well, we're on the right track. I think we're nearly there actually, but look, here's a little directions. So we'll go this way. That goes to the top of the crater. This one, I think this one comes back around. Once you go down into it, you can go around the back way and come this way. Pick Tours he's a mate of mine's dad, Joe Ferilius. And I think it's Joe Senior that's done that. So anyway, I could be wrong, just from memory. Anyway, let's get on with it. What a great drive though, great drive. Just a quick example about where I keep going on about tyres and suspension and tyre pressure, stuff like that. So these are the sort of tracks that you would drive on out here, and you've got to get them right because it's a really unforgiving, harsh terrain. I'll spin this around and I'll show you where I'm about to head up. And this has been pretty much the track the way in. It's been corrugated, rocky, there's been sandy sections, all sorts of stuff. But anyway, have a look at this. So I'm about to head up that way, and I think that brings me to the top rim of the crater, and then there's another track that goes back this way, and that'll bring me up to the letterbox. So I'll go and have a look at this rim first, as I think this hill right here, I think this is the back of it. So I could be wrong, but we'll go and have a look. Yeah, this is the top edge of the crater. So here we go, I'm walking down into it. Well, I'll cross to the top of the rim. This is Hickman Crater. careful that I don't stack it and fall down there. But I'll be heading up to around the corner there. So just on the edge of that, there's a letterbox with that old Joe set up, and you sign your name and that sort of thing, like a visitor's thing. So yeah, this was only discovered a few years ago. We'll get some history out a little bit later in the video, but for now, we'll go and have a look. So there is a track. We'll head this way. I'll go back. Then on the other side, we'll head up to that letterbox, and then there is a track that goes down on the other side. It comes down into this crater here. So we'll go down into the bottom and have a look, and then we can exit through the other side. There's another track that goes up over the back there, and then it'll go around the back. You can just see it there, around the back of this hill and head back. So what a beautiful spot though. Absolutely beautiful. What a great drive. Be careful I don't stack it up these rocks. That's why I put shoes on today, not thongs, because I thought it would be a bit hard on the old feet. Anyway, right. So I'll head back. We'll head up, like I just said, up to that letterbox, and I'll see you there. Get on some pretty wild angles coming out here. Okay, here we are at Hickman Crater. So I've got the microphone out, she's a bit windy. I hope this works better with the sound. Looks like we've got a new little letterbox. Since I was here last, it was used to be a little green one. Anyway, look at this. Look at the view. I'll flip this around. This is just unreal, isn't it? Still spectacular. Doesn't matter how many times you come out here, it's still awesome. Now let's have a look in here. Right, I've got a bit of information on Hickman Crater. So I'll flip this around while I read some of it. It's not that far from Newman, and it was discovered in 2007 by Arthur Hickman. When he was using Google Earth, he was looking for some geology for mining and stuff, I think. Anyway, what else is this? Time of discovery, with no tracks near the crater. Due to interest now, there's a public access road off the Marble Bar Road, which is the one we just came in on. The crater's almost circular, with a rim diameter of 250 to 270 metres. The north and southern rims are uplifted by 15 to 20 metres above the surrounding plateau, and 20 to 30 metres above the flat crater floor. There's a letterbox at the edge, hence the letterbox. Oh yeah, look, Joe's got his name on the side. Built by Joe. So yeah, and there we go. So we can go down around to the left and blah, blah, blah. I've already said that. So there's a bit of history from what I've seen on here. And now we'll have a look and see what Joe's got in here. There's a bit of information there. A few gorges that are around. There we go, Hickman Crater. Right, I'm going to sign my name in there. So that old fieldysbacktracks has been out here. Signed the book. So now I'm gonna take this track down here, over the back here, head down in there. We'll go down to the bottom and jump in go and have a look in the bottom of it. So I might even have some lunch. I'll see you down there. Quite a warm day. It's like 36 now. A little bit of a washout. I might film that. I might see if I can go do that one. Set the camera up. Piece of cake. Hey, I know it's nothing too strenuous for the car. It's nothing like Birdo and Tyler Thompson do, but anyway. Right, so we're right in the middle of Hickman Crater, and what better place to do a little food review, little fieldies on the road food adventures. What do we got here? Picked it up from Marty's servo. Same time I got the sausage. Sausage. Silverside cheese and pickle sandwich. So anyway, let's see how this goes. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere, so you've got to bring your own lunch, plenty of water, and like I said before, it's a heavy, quite a warm day. It's 36 degrees. So anyway, so what do we got? Ooh, looks alright anyway. That's not bad. Plenty of meat in there. A couple of slices, bit of cheese, and some pickles. Not bad. Bread's fairly fresh. Not bad. And what a spot to do a food review. Not bad at all. Right, so out of 5, I think they're about $8 for a sandwich. I think it's fresh. It's quite tasty. Easy to pack when you're on the road anyway, and you go on bush or whatever. Today I've just got a little one of those chiller bags and a couple of those bricks, frozen bricks in there. So I've got some water and put the sandwiches in there for today. And I've been out here, it's taken me about 2.5 hours to get out here, maybe 3 hours, because I've been filming and doing stuff and ginning around, having a look, taking photos, things like that. Anyway, getting back to the sandwich. Now, I think you can't go wrong. So if you were ever going past Marty's in Newman at the Shell, Silverside cheese and pickle sandwich, for me, I think that's a 4 out of 5. And compared to Tassie crayfish, you know, it's probably a 2 out of 10, but anyway, for me, good as gold. So I'm going to get back to eating this. I'm going to take some photos, and I'll see you on the next one. That sandwich was quite delicious, I thought. If you haven't already, do you mind hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell? Like the video if you like it. Now, let me know in the comments what you want me to try next, or if there's something you want me to try, see what I think of it. If there's something of your favourite food, just let me know. Drop me a comment down below and I'll go and chase it up and we'll do a Fieldy's food review. Alright, have a great day and I'll see you soon. So I just had some lunch at the crater and now I'm just making my way out the back way, the other way, so we're going to go around the back. So anyway, what a beautiful spot, isn't it? Now another little bit of trivia about this crater. I think I remember reading a while ago that the meteor that it hit the crater is about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. So that's what they reckon anyway. So now I'm just trying to get up this fairly steep hill, rocky and steep. So I'll get to that. Catch you soon. It's greater from a different angle. Going to a bit of a woolly downside here. Whee. More pinstripes. That's nice and easy. Makes all the difference when you can be confident in your car. Makes all the difference. Some of the locals in here. A few little calves in there too. Gorgeous. Everyone asks me how the car goes off-road. This is four-wheel drive high. So we made it back to, we're on the access road again. Train lines is just there. This way to Newman, that way to Marble Bar. And then we came off this way. So I've done a bit of a loop I went further up and went into the crater that way, and then I've come back on the repeater road, repeater number 8 road. There's a back way. It's probably a little bit quicker and maybe a little bit smoother than the other way. But, you know, either way is adventurous, and it's just good to get out. Looks like we've got some clouds coming over the top there, so yeah, it's sort of cool it down a bit. It's still about 36 degrees. So all in all, it's been a good day. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. There's also the few food reviews coming up as well in between, just little ones. And I won't make this episode massively long, but all in all, it's a great drive, and if you're ever out this way, it's worth going to have a look at for sure. So that's it from Fieldy's Backtracks. So please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that sort of stuff. There's plenty of stuff coming up, and we'll see you on the next one.